folks. It's go time. And we got some gooey glass here. And what is this all about we're about to do?
I don't know.
It's a tool explanation, folks. So I'm going to give this a little heat and we're going to take it over to the bench and I'm going to explain one of the tools that we've used on our show. In fact, I used it last week on the experimental show. It's not the jacks, which are a beautiful tool. Let me block that from the heat. It is this tool.
Come on, it's freezing in here. Block it from what heat?
Right here. The holy paddle, folks. Now watch how I turn this potato-shaped sloppy piece of glass into a beautiful spherical shape, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Two turns back and forth.
You are so talented.
Well, it's
How
not
did you
me.
do that?
It's the holy paddle. Now that thing's a beautiful piece of equipment. The trick with that piece of equipment is that over time it wears down, and you can see the part here where you're crushing in the neckline. And if you're really trying to push that edge up and put a neckline in the glass with the wood tool, it eats away from it. You see those?
Well, wait a second. I'm on the
edges in
zoom.
there.
I can't see what you're doing. I gotta unzoom
Right.
and then unzoom again.
Perfect. And then you see those edges on there. That's no good. And eventually it's going to wear all the way through and it'll be no good anymore. But that's the life of a beautiful wooden paddle,
Can
the
I tell
holy
you
paddle.
a story about tools like that?
Sure.
There was a ceramic maker that went over to study in Japan, and when he got there, he didn't speak the language. They handed him a bucket of tools and said, "Make these," but they handed him a bucket of old tools. So he made the tools all worn out, and they were laughing at him like, "These tools are no good. You make worn out tools."
Carved all the
Crazy?
notches in there that were
Yes.
burned out.
But they were ceramic tools. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like,
Oh, I see.
they should have gave him a bucket of like new tools and said, "Make these."
Right.
That was funny.
Interesting. Well, if everybody else wants to join into the camera here, I feel like I'm watching the show.
All right, well, I'm going to come over here and warm up for a minute.
All right.
Because
What's
we were
happening, everybody?
Outdoors, it was like 10 degrees when I looked at the whatchamacallit weather earlier today. It's a nippy one here at the glass shop. You're on the gathering point.
Oh,
Got
yes.
Chris, Nordine, and Marcy. Hi.
That was another tool explanation,
Jacob
folks. That's the
Nordine.
holy paddle. If you send us a comment that says the holy paddle, we'll know that you were paying attention.
Put it in the chat, the
Put it in the
holy
chat.
paddle.
So we got to go over the board now?
We got to go
Yeah.
over the board. We got to talk about a lot of things. We got great things happening around here at the Glass Academy.
We got a new app on our phone, so we have the Zoom capability. We're kind of featuring Valentine's Day products and a couple mugs, but what you are all here for, dun 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 dun. You want to take over?
Sure. The camera?
Yeah, someone, and then show off the little hearts in the hat.
Cool. Well, we'll get into the featured product table in a minute here, but let's open up the show and talk about what we're doing here. Don't mind these giant boards here.
They're pretty giant.
How big?
They're pretty big.
These
Pretty
guys are
darn
about 30 feet long, guys, and look at them. I think there might even be 2x14s, but check that puppy out. Jake, could you climb up on the other side over
I
there?
thought about doing that during the show, but
We could do the seesaw technique.
folks, this is the Glass Academy. We're here in Dearborn, Michigan. This is show number 147 that we're streaming live on the internet on multiple platforms. We've got a newly added membership program on the YT, and we've got some pretty cool little giblets that we've added to the video here tonight that you're going to see that are pretty fun and pretty exciting.
And so Thursday we'll
But
finish that up. It's a happy
anything
hour.
else on the
which will be
intro?
really fun.
Yeah, my name's
You get to
Chris.
watch
I'm
that.
Jake's
But
dad.
then it's time
And I
so
just
we can
got back
photograph
from
them.
being out for a couple shows, a couple weeks. I had COVID, and I survived, but
It'll probably be later by the
quarantined
time
and
we
hid
get
out.
them hooked up, but
Hid
that's
from
okay.
everybody and made sure I was safe and everybody around
even
me was
if we
safe.
migrate 'em
And now
over
I'm
there,
back
then
and I'm ready to
Sunday
get on the
mornings.
blowpipe. My hands are a little bit stiff. Haven't been blowing glass for a few weeks, but I'm ready to go. So Jake's gonna let us know what's going on today for the custom orders.
yeah, the other players, real quick, briefly, is Michelle, who you saw momentarily there
Okay,
on the
wait a
camera, or
second.
here she comes.
Sorry about that. Apparently my mic was on, and we were talking about the display on Thursday in the Monster Show.
Oh,
We were
boy.
talking over each other, but now I'll turn off and walk away.
All right. Little mic mishap, but
yeah.
that's Michelle right there. She's co-owner with Chris. You've got Marcy on the camera. She is our lead and incredible assistant and teacher here at the Glass Academy, and you'll be seeing her as well. But as for the board here, we've got, and just watch out now, we've got some really beautiful things here tonight. This is the Gathering Point. That's our show. That's what we do. That's what we live around and we do for a living, is glass blowing, and this is the Gathering Point. 147. Tonight we've got some beautiful pieces. We haven't had a custom order in a couple weeks. We've got one here tonight, and it's a pretty special one. Marianne should be watching right now, and it's her 60th birthday.
Nice.
So send some birthday love out to her right now. She's watching at home. Hopefully she's got family with her, watching everything that's going down. She is getting made the first ever glass Star of Bethlehem that we've produced from the Glass Academy here. So I've got photos of it on my computer. I spoke about it with Chris and how it's going down. Then we're going to get into Gnomeland a little bit and make a few gnomes in theme of our featured product table here tonight. And then we'll make the giveaway, and we will be giving away a piece at the end of the show.
I like it.
That's the plan. That's the featured product table, folks, and you can take a good look here. They will be on the website at 6:30, and you've got some beautiful pieces here.
Valentine's Day gnomes.
Valentine's Day gnomes. If you look real close on each of them, they've got imprinted a Marini heart. And we're having some trouble focusing the camera. We don't know what that is. There we go.
We're using a new app, so bear with us.
We're using a new app, but
So we got to do a warmer-upper, so that's going to be me.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
And here we go, folks. And so we've got our comments up from wherever you're watching at tonight. So if you have any questions, we'd love to speak to you. We'd love to see what you're saying. And if you got, we love specific questions about the tech and about what's going on at the Glass Academy.
Yeah, Uncle Dennis in the house, so if you watch the show on Thursday or Sunday.
Uncle Dennis, Mr. Steadyhand, back here. He did the filming for us.
Okay, so there's always new technology. We're trying something new. We're trying a different platform, and apparently our lips are not matching the sound. So you got to pretend this is like an old-fashioned movie where it wasn't lined up right.
Alrighty, no problem. What we're really here for is the glass blowing, folks. So we're going to get it started. We do a warmer upper, which means that Chris is going to start off a piece to get himself warm. Marcy and I have been blowing glass, and then we're going to dive into this piece here and see what goes on. He took the gather out of the recycled tank, so he's got a deep, beautiful, transparent blue on the end of it. Looks like a blowpipe, and we're going to see what goes down here now, here now. Is that on?
This is going to be really fun, guys.
That's all right.
Looks like he's going for the blue there. I think it's the lapis blue.
No, I
He's
think
gonna-
it's R41. It might be cobalt. No, I think it is lapis.
Oh, all right.
That looks like lapis because it's right over here.
Steve got it right, folks. It's the holy paddle. Where's everybody watching from tonight? We love to hear.
the
I love to
iris.
see the different spelling on the holy paddles right here. Pretty great. Deb, welcome back. Carlin, it's true. Almost 50 shows past show 100. A lot of love for Chris coming back into the show. Great to see.
Chris is just marveling out the bubble he blew into the end of the pipe here. I don't even know what he's making. He's just
I'm
kind of
making a
going for
vase.
it. You're
Real
making
quick
a vase.
warmer-upper vase.
Real quick vase out of recycled. Little iris in order to make it ear dahlias later. Really kind of fun.
So it looks like Chris has already got a bubble into it. We're going to start by working together here.
Jake will be on the end assisting him. So Chris is shaping out the bottom of that vase here right now, just a little bit. Give it some like thickness and depth, so when you set it down, it's not super crazy. It
Blow.
won't be too top heavy. Kind of have some weight to the bottom. It also allows us to make sure
Good.
that the bottom isn't too thin, And if you set it down, it won't just chip by accident. So, real tiny face right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. Woo! Doing some crackleness here. Straight into the hole. So when you do that, you have to go right back into the hole to heat it up so that those lines can kind of condense again. And everything's nice and homogeneously temperaturized again.
Dunked it right in the water. So looking on the YT here, looks like Steve feels like he's watching an old Godzilla movie with our mouths moving backwards here a little bit.
Nice.
But we got someone from Indiana, Norman, and perhaps it's pronounced Amy's from Florida. We love seeing that. Seeing some stars popping up on the screen. Super cool, folks.
Yeah, so I'm going for the superheat, the bottom half of the bubble, where I'm going to get it real hot and have it all fall out to make that vase shape.
Around the world.
Little gravity here.
You really got to make sure you know your heat. You visually look at the glass and you see the glow and the temperature that it's at before you start swinging it like that, because if you're a little bit too hot, it gets long real fast, and if you're too cold, you may just be swinging it for no reason, and you're that guy that's just trying to look cool.
Will you do me a favor and pull those blocks out of the bucket for 1 second?
Yep, another crackle-ackle.
Yep. Once this falls out and I get a nice looking shape to this vase. There we go.
There it is.
So it hits it on the
Very
table.
tapered.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcy.
It's very tapered. He's giving it another dunk in the water here.
Ooh.
Make sure everything is nice and crackly.
The timing of that is huge too. When you got that thin part up top, if he dunks too deep and it's not hot enough and it's thin,
Oh yeah.
crack the glass and it's bad news. So it's very important, the timing of when he does that actual dunk.
So now just heating the very bottom of this up so that I can have Jake blow that bottom out to have the proportions of this vase nice and sturdy and sweet looking. Go ahead and blow, Jake. Good.
Got anybody new watching the show here tonight?
All right. How about little Maurice?
All right.
Looking like a nice, pretty shape.
Very pretty, Chris.
Regular punnies, all right?
Sure. So I got to make sure that this heat up on the neck of the piece is just as prominent as the heat on the bottom so that it doesn't crack, guys. I want to make sure that I keep this piece right nice and even with the temperature. So here's a little protective little bit I'm putting on the bottom. I push that up into the bottom of the vase, and that's what we're going to punty up on.
Oh yeah, looking good.
Remember, I did put a little bit of that lapis and a little bit of that iridescent iris amber on the bottom of this piece.
We can't forget to iridize it.
Yep, and I want to put a little gold lip wrap on it too.
Okay.
Tie in the bottom of this thing.
This piece is going to be for sale?
Sure.
But it's not a custom order, so that means we're going to put it up for sale next week, just as we've done here for last week. We got 3 beautiful mugs on the shelf.
Please.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, we got the flip around. Chris is going to be heating up the opposite side. I'll be bringing over some tweezies.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah. All right, looking good.
So what I'm trying to do now is just heat up the top of this so I can pull out the lip of the vase, and we're going to add that nice probably blue and iris. How about one coat of lapis, a flash, and a coat of iris, and then that'll be the lip wrap.
How do you know how deep to flash it in there? How deep to heat it right now?
I think it's pretty much all about experience. I know you know that, but I know you were, trying to
Presenting the
provoke me.
question.
Exactly. And I think that making sure that I'm not in too deep, I only want the lip to pull out. I don't want the whole shoulder to pull out, because I took all the time to make it such a beautiful shape up on the top.
The
that if
shoulder
I
being
did
the
do
widest point.
Yeah, if I did heat it too deep, it would totally lose its beautiful shape.
Jake's going over, grabbing that lip wrap readiness. Look at that snippage. I know we're
Snippage?
kind of having a little technical difficulties right now, guys. Everything's glitching out real hard. Give us a minute to finish up this piece, and then we're going to actually switch and restart stream. So, I know we're glitching, but we're going to restart stream in a minute after this piece.
We got snippage and we got glitchage,
We got puntiage, lip wrappage.
lip wrappage. We got every single edge you could think of.
Frustration-age.
Whatever that is part of the list too. We got all the edges. I thought it would be a little wider, my bad.
We're just having a lot of fun today, guys.
All
That's a
right.
color
Application, and we got a little bit of thickness up top now. We got that blue and the gold matching the bottom applied to the top, and now Chris is going to do the same kind of heat, just that top maybe quarter of the glass, and we're going to open that up from the inside out, turn it into a vase.
Hey Lisa, I saw your message there. Welcome on in. I know we're having some technical difficulties, so bear with us again. I don't know if I'm glitching and everybody's not hearing me, so I'm repeating myself now, but we are going to finish off this piece and then we're going to restart stream. So just pop on back in just like 2 minutes-ish once we restart, okay?
You got it.
We're going to have a lot of fun. Now we're going to open this vase that we got going here as a warmer-upper. Look at that
Ooh.
flare.
Yeah.
That's some delicate technique in there.
It's a perfect little bouquet
Big time.
and for a vase. Check that out, guys. Nice little warmer upper. So I'm going to take a quick stamp on here, Jake. A little GA stamp, our signature bit, guys. You know that's on all of our pieces. Put our GA for Glass Academy on there. And then I'm going to bring that reduction out in the piece. But I really enjoy putting that lapis and iris on this beautiful, transparent aqua blue recycle glass.
Just a nice tiny gather.
Little heat and it's
Oh. All right, how about a reduction, Jake?
All right.
So this piece will be for sale, and you guys can check it out on the annealer reveal. And that's when we bring everything out of the annealing oven after it's been annealed for about 16 to 18 hours. Look at that little beauty. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's going to be knocked off and maybe clawed away once we
Yeah, I think
torch
so.
the bottom. A little drop of water on the bottom.
Okay, as soon as we're gonna take this opportunity to switch. So everyone who's watching right now, we're switching back to a platform, so we'll stop cutting out. You're gonna see us kick back in live in about